living aligned with your life, living the life that really fits to you. My name is Karin Masnitsa-Etaukot. Probably you know me, and I want to share with you a presentation that I made for what is it that makes you live the life that fits to you. Enjoy it, and I love to meet you somewhere. Living aligned with your life. Most of us have the desire to feel kind of in sync with your own life. And when we are in sync with your own life, life flows in a way, not that there are no problems, but we feel kind of it's okay. There is a good balance between challenges and nice things, and we enjoy generally our daily life. We like to stand up in the morning. We love to do what we do, most of the things at least. Yeah. But how to live a life when you have come to a situation in yourself, that you perhaps have done years of personal development, but you feel that your own life has kind of gotten stuck. You're still in the same old life, but you are not the same person anymore. Like how to live a life that fits to you, who you are now at this very moment in your life. That's the topic of this video that I like to share with you. Living aligned with your own life. Yeah, getting in contact with your true nature, with your love and likes, that become an expression of you. This program, as I'm talking about, this might open doors for you you didn't know yet before, even because when you live in a life that doesn't actually really fit to you anymore, it isn't an expression of who you are, then probably you also don't get the challenges that are inspiring for you in order to make next steps. So you also don't develop further. You kind of stuck in your development, and you're stuck in your life as you are living now. And in this program, as I offer it to you, and probably you know me, I think most people who are watching this video, you know me. And I say, even though I don't see you at this moment, I'm very happy that you make the efforts in order to to share. Whoop, telephone. Very nice. Okay, but I'm very happy that you're watching. And if you don't know me yet, I hope we will get to know each other. I'm working since 20, more than 25 years with people, and I have really start to know what makes us being stuck and not living the life that actually is a fit to ourselves. And let me share why that is the case. Now, perhaps you recognize this. You feel sometimes like a stranger in your own life, or already longer, that something is to be done, something must happen. But perhaps, you feel also already tired or unmotivated in your daily life as you live it now. You might feel, that it costs a lot of energy to live that life. And probably if you have done some years of personal development work, and you have gotten also a spiritual touch in it, you might switch continuously between being grateful for your life because you see all the richness and the beauty that it has, and at the same time you feel kind of unhappy within. You feel that it is somehow not what it should be, but you also don't want to push. You don't want to go into this, now I have to achieve something. You have passed that already a long time ago, that you really want to perform for the outside. But it's also possible that you do feel it, but you don't have the clue what you actually really want. What is you're not really in contact with your love and likes. You have passed that your attachment to your life as you have it now. So for that, you don't feel really at home anymore. But at the same time, you're not really sure of what is now a fit to me, what fits to me as I am now. Or you do know exactly what you want, but somehow things are unrealistic. Somehow you feel it's far away, and perhaps why would I do all the efforts? I'm having it good as it is now. Why? And it's perhaps too difficult, too complex, and too many steps. And you really think like, I'm not unhappy. I'm just fine. But still you feel that there is more than that, not more than that, but it doesn't fit anymore. Your life doesn't fit to you anymore. So living aligned, what does that mean? Yeah. Somehow, as I said, you have outgrown your life. So the program, as I offer it to you, it's a group's version, an affordable group's version of my individual programs that I do since quite a while, very successful, very nice. And I have translated it into a training, which is also part of a coaching training. I like to share the way as I'm working. I will explain that more deeper soon. And I want to offer that and share that with other people as well. I'm a trainer since a long, long time. I've trained very, very many people already, and I have 2 postmasters trained, and this is now something that has grown in the last 7, 8 years, I want to believe. And now I have worked so much with it, and I really feel that it's time to share that further. So it's a very practical, interactive live online course, that inspires you with this NUX approach, as I just already talked to you about. And I want to share that more about with what is the NUX approach. So the NUX approach, perhaps, when you come out of the NLP, or perhaps also other techniques, and they're not just techniques, they have also a philosophy, as they feel that when we take these ones as truths, like assumptions we call them, when you take this one as truths, then you will experience and change your perception of the reality as you live it now in, and the reality as you experience yourself. And probably you have done that already several times. And this is a step next after when you have done already quite some development work. Then the NUX approach will again change your total approach of how you look at life. And I really love to share that with you. So let me share one of the assumptions for you to have a little bit of clue, in which direction it might go. If you feel also that it is a fit for you, you feel that there is a yes for yourself when you hear about this approach. So one of the assumptions is, that you don't have to change anything. You cannot even change really anything. All that is in us, we only need to support and to develop it further. All traits, with no exception at all. Yeah, our worst traits are our biggest benefit, not what we learn out of it. I know that, like with its obstacles, and when we are overcoming obstacles, then you are growing as a person. I don't want to say that it is not true. I have trained NLP in a long time, and it is a philosophy of NLP also. But I have, in the years that I work with people, I've really come to know where people get stuck and where we go astray from ourselves, where we are not really honoring who we are at this very moment with all that it is in us. And then I learned that all traits that we have, all of them, have also a potential not just to be loved and to accept yourself as you are, with all the things that you don't like actually so much, but you accept. No, this goes much, much, much far beyond that. It's not just accepting yourself. It is seeing the potential that each of those traits that you have for you. And let me give an example. Perhaps you are someone who likes to let me take something. Perhaps you are someone who likes to postpone things, does not does put other things first, and the things that you don't like to do, you don't want to do them. But it has cost you also a lot, because probably the reason that you are postponing things is that you don't want to have certain confrontations that contain the works that you are postponing. Perhaps you don't like it, you make perhaps mistakes, or it is boring, or it gives you even more the feeling that this is not my life, this is not how it should be, and you're postponing. But finally you put yourself, because you're still living your life as you have always lived it, or not always, but as you live it now, and you don't feel so much at home anymore you are getting into troubles probably if you're postponing, because finally you do want to do those things. Yeah. And if you have the possibility to postpone, and I say exactly that, because some people, they don't have to. They're the things they don't like to do, they have to do it very fast. Done with it, so postponing is not something that all people do. But if you are the owner of that wonderful trait of postponing, then you have also a quality. If you don't do it to avoid anymore something, but then you have the quality to look for other ways to do what you want to do. Then you don't just go into this sheep modus, I have to do this, I'm going to do this, No, you have the quality to overthink, yeah, and to say, like, no, I make a conscious choice of what I do. Postponers do have that, yeah, and often they're also very creative and finding other solutions. Now you use perhaps your creativity to find excuses, and but you have this creativity, and together with the brilliant trait of postponing, you can really find new ways to do that, which perhaps is part of what wants to be done or is part of what has to be done, probably. But if you allow yourself the freedom to creatively do something else, and you feel that courage to do that, then postponing is brilliant. You're just not a sheep running after the responsibilities without thinking. So it is something that you really want. So it's not just accepting, who you are, and not talking negative about yourself and pulling yourself down and feeling incapable and worthless and so on because you don't do things. Yeah, but you see and you feel, how brilliant you actually are, and that everything that is in you is just something that it's I also like to say a gift box for you, something beautiful is in it, in every single trait that you do have now. And this course, this program, brings you in contact with that, and at the same time it brings you in contact with your love and likes. It's a very, very beautiful process and a mind shift, and this is just one of the assumptions that I want to share with you in this program, which actually is making out the New X approach. So I would like to share also shortly with you, some of the people that have followed the training, and what their benefits was. Because I can tell you something and I can just tell you something, but you don't have to believe that. But please believe the people, some of them, who want to share that now with you.
I would recommend this program to absolutely every human on planet Earth. I think it is amazing what type of growth I have experienced through the program, and I could not imagine any other format that would have allowed me to work on those issues and work through these issues and grow in another way than I did it with Karin. And yeah.
The benefits for me for following the program were many. As an artist, for quite a while, I was blocked, not just writer's block, but creative block, and questioning myself and the creativity. And following the program gave me the maybe freedom to just fly with my creativity comfortably again.
Thanks to my work with Karin, I found the courage to really take some bold decisions in my life, decisions that were not even on my radar when we started working together, but that really emerged through the work with her.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, in case you don't know me, even though I think most of you that are listening have followed the program, have had some coaching, have listened to my blogs, to videos that I make in my Facebook group. So I do believe most of you will know me. But for the ones that are listening and watching and who don't know me, yeah, who am I? Now, my name is Karin Masnitsa-Tarokot, and I am a professional coach since more than 25 years. And in the years, that I worked, I already shared that, I have developed several postmasters, and this one is now something that has really emerged, out of a book that I wrote, and out of the many experiences I had with people, how they got the pattern that I have seen, and how they got confident and brave to live the life that really fits to them. And I also have seen, that this is the essential part. Doesn't matter what life you live, the content of your life, is only determined by who you are. And that is what I really found out. And that there is no right or wrong way. There is just your way, that which fits to you. Yeah. And the New X approach, New X is standing for New World Experience. Yeah. And this New X approach is essential, especially also when you have already done quite some years of personal development. Because I'm as I said, I'm working with people on that level already since 25 years, and till I came to this awareness, to these assumptions, it also took me quite a while. And you don't need to have much of experience with it. Even if you have done never anything before, it's still something, which really can open your eyes. And it would be wonderful if you take that chance. Now, a little bit about my personal side, that you know that as well. And this might, some people might not know, because there is also a wonderful man in my life again. And we shifted together not a long time ago, a few months ago. And I'm very, very happy about that. Yeah, my mom, my dog, important people in my life, my two children, Tricia and Joshua, teenage children, 16 and 18 by almost, and yeah, teenage children, but I love them. And here, my friends, and my friends are also very much important to me. I've traveled a lot. I've worked as an expert more than 32 years, and in my life, I've met many, many wonderful people, and they are very dear to me, very important. A little bit more about the New X approach. I already said that there's a lot of potential in you, that we have ignored since many years, or we have tried to accept them. We look them as disturbing traits, and honestly said, they are often also in our way. They make us feel that we are not moving, and we create uncomfortable situations by living them. Yeah? But in reality, those traits just want to be seen and nurtured, developed and challenged to become a constructive part of you. Yeah. So you will, in this 2 months of this course, is 2 months. Yeah. So you'll get in contact with your true human nature in a caring and very supportive environment. That's important, that there is a supportive and caring environment. And you will learn that more and more to become that caring and supportive environment. Probably you are already very supportive and caring, but you might also have, if you have not yet made those changes, not changes, but if you have not yet made those adjustments in your life, that it is again a fit to you, that you feel that you living an expression of yourself, yeah, then probably you have not found yet the way to develop them, because they need your care and attention, not just to love. It's not just enough to love them, just like a child. Sure, love is a very essential part for the development of a child, but also it needs exposure, it needs encouragement, it needs also to know ways how to do things. Yeah, and by those ways, again, it learns. And this is the same with the parts in you that want to develop. So because you get more in contact with yourself, more in contact with your love, likes, your knows, your boundaries, you could become more and more strong in it. You feel yourself better, you're better in contact with your body. And for that purpose, because you're owning your full potential, your whole, even you don't live it, it's not necessary to live all of it, yeah, but you feel strong, you feel stronger. And for that, you also feel strong and brave to take more concrete steps in your life. So a little bit more about the program. So feeling motivated to live yourself fully, getting in contact. Some of them I have already shared with you. This is also, at this moment, you might not even see possibilities. And that is very often the case. You look, and you look only as invitations that are coming from the outward to you. You look, and what kind of possibilities and chances are coming. But what is all possible, you can only really see if you have developed certain parts in you, and you take them with you to the level as other parts are already. And then you will also see possibilities you haven't seen before. And here is no content, never, that I give to you. It's all coming out of yourself. But then you feel, yes, this is it. This is what I would like to. And you give the energy towards it. And that is the first step to creating something. You see yourself more fully as a full person. You look at yourself and you see potential. And that is a big, big, big gift. Yeah. And you're becoming also aware in those 2 months, of your biggest incongruency that blurs at this moment the vision of yourself and the vision of your life. Yeah, they blur it because they are holding on to old ways. Yeah, because those parts in you that you don't want to, let me say, let me say you don't want them. You might have really accepted them as parts of yourself, but you're not yet so much proud of yourself of having them. And that makes that they still blur your future, your steps as you might want to take them, but you don't see them. And when you can't see them, you can also not feel the creative energy in order to implement them, to materialize them in your life. Because we also need to know what we want. And these are only your likes and loves that gives you that direction. And for that purpose, they're very, very much important. Yeah, this training, that course, that program that I'm offering to you is not just an online course, where I give you some information. Not at all. I do a lot of coaching during the course, and during the course, you will see that you will uncover those parts, you will see your pattern and you will see how you can support yourself in order to create that nourishing environment for yourself to grow. But that's not only the only thing that will happen in this course, because you will also see how those parts are your treasures, and you will feel much more energy towards yourself, that you want to kind of excitement about yourself, about all that lives in you, not just some parts, but all of it. So but that's not all, not at all. Very practical weekly assignments, they are part of this course. And these assignments are not assignments, like that you have to sit an hour and to do some exercises or something like that. These assignments are tailored in that way that they are part of your normal life. That's important because you don't want to have some other theory that you do and you feel good. You want to implement it in your life as you live it now. From there, from the inside, there comes the changes. There comes the decision. So it's not that you live two lives anymore. No, one perhaps is spiritual and personal development and environment that you love and you love to be in and you feel good about. And then you have this other life where you live more or less like a stranger and you feel that it isn't a fit anymore. It's not that you throw all away, not at all. But inside from there, that is what development is. It's not change, it's development. Also, how you will design your life, it's development. And that takes place in daily life. And those assignment and exercises, even though sometimes there can be an exercise which you do perhaps for a few days just for yourself in order to become aware or to reflect, but it always comes back to life. This is where it happens. This is what we're talking about, your life as you live it now. And then there is a blog, very, very important part of this program. You daily reflect in a blog and on your process, on your thoughts, and once a week I give a feedback to you personal in order to help you to come to the next week. The format of the course, and I believe we come to that now. So the format is we start off with one Saturday, that is a starting off of the course, where I already will coach a lot and give some of those assumptions as we talked about, and where we also it's very interactive, and you will have tools, and assignments that you find in your app. I talk about that a little bit later, and you take them into your life, as I said, the first Saturday, and then in the blog, you daily talk about your process, talk about it. That keeps you alert. This keeps you being in awareness with who you are and what you're doing and how you are. You start watching yourself. Very, very important part. You start watching yourself in a positive way, in an encouraging way. Consciousness. Next to that, so one Saturday, then 6 times 2 hours in different weekday evenings. I made it all different days because some people have activities on certain days. And if you have, through circumstances, you cannot join one course day, that's not such a big deal because you can watch it, which is anyhow good. Those training days are in your app anyhow. And you can ask me questions about it, so that you are again able to do your assignments and your integrations of the week. So missing something is not a big problem. Yeah, so the personal app I already mentioned. You will have a personal app that works on your phone, laptop, and tablet, so you can have them in all of them. It's not just in one. They work parallel. And in this app, you find your recordings of the course and all the exercises and your personal process, the feedbacks that I gave. And in that case, it becomes a kind of a good book that you can use over and over again in your life. So, and that stays forever with you. So your app and the access to it stays. Yeah, I already mentioned it a little bit in the beginning. It's also level 1 of the coach training. But it's not necessary. For this one, it's no requirement. Yeah, so you can do this first 2 months with no knowledge before. So that's perfectly fine. But this New X coaching training is directed to people that are already working with people, so who are already coaches, perhaps not yet fully professionally. Yeah, so that you perhaps have still a work beside or something like that. That's also perfect. It's great. But this course brings you more in contact again with who you are and which kind of work. What is it exactly? What is your position? And what is your speciality? And all that comes into it. And we will discover that. And of course, I give also more tools, in order to coach. I'm working online. I love to have the freedom of space. I love to travel. So for that purpose, this is a good concept for me. And in Corona time at this moment, it is very convenient. Yet that does not have to be if you work with people one-on-one, just face-to-face, or with groups. It doesn't matter. It is still very much important also for the positioning of yourself, that you feel that this is now really what is me. These are the people I want to work with, and these are the specialities. And you become daring, because New X coaching is not it's not a way of coaching. It's more like NLP. They have some interventions. I also will share some interventions that you can use if you like, but it can be put in any context. And this is also important here with this coaching training. It allows you to give your own very personal qualifications and talents, to put it in this working coaching concept. And we will develop that together, so that you feel also work-wise really at home, really like this is what fits to me. It's that one is a quite individual course, and it's level 3, this one. So there is level 1, that one I'm offering now, and I shared with you. And then there is level 2, where we are going more in the emotional, social, and spiritual developmental stages. And you will go through all of them step by step, and you will see how they are working for you. So you will learn them not by theory and reading, but you will learn them really by living and feeling them for yourself, and how they are playing a role in your life. And also that one is can be done by non-coaches, no problem. The third one is for coaches. And the qualifications, as you have to have them for coaches, this will be in a personal talk. Like if you have not requirements like this you have to do, but I'm not teaching here the basics of coaching. So that is not coming in this course. Okay, where are we going? Yeah. Are you ready to make the next step in your life? Are you ready to align yourself? To develop those parts that you feel where you want to head to, that you feel really safe in yourself in order to make your next steps? Then enroll for this course. I'm very, very happy and grateful and honored to coach you towards that. It's a great pleasure for me, and also it will be also great for you, I'm very sure. So how much investment is that for you? That you can live the life that fits to you, really fits to you. I made it affordable. My normal individual trainings and programs are quite expensive, I must admit, but they're worth every penny that people invest in it. This one also, this is the price is only €3.99 for those 2 months. I wanted to keep it affordable because I want to share this also to a wider group, and also concerning the UX coach training that I love now really to share, that more people work with this concept. And for that purpose, I left it affordable for €399. And I hope that my offer will also be, in your case, something that you feel, yes, €399 living the life that I really want to live is worth it. And I believe you say yes to that. But you can directly enroll for this course, where you have watched this video, where you got it. Probably you also already have a link where you can enroll. If not, you can always contact me, of course. Yeah. For this course, I only take 10 people. So that I have also still the possibility to give the proper attention to each of you. And for that purpose. So benefit from that. Okay, I thank you. Of course, join me. But you can also still contact me, when you want to know a little bit more about it first, and you wonder if this is something for you, or you want to know the exact dates, when are the dates, because it's like 2 Saturdays, one Saturday, as I said at the start, one Saturday almost like a bit over the half of the course. And then we have one Sunday afternoon, also of 5 hours, that we work together, and then the 2-hour evenings, and perhaps the dates are fixed already. We are starting on this one on 20th of March, as I do it now off head. Well, I hope so. It's a Saturday, so if that is a Saturday, it is that date. And feel very much welcome, feel very much invited. I'm looking so much forward to meet you in my courses, and that you can benefit from all that I can share.